Hi, how you doing? I wanted to shoot a short video, and the concept is called dig the well before you need it, or dig a well before you need the water. And this concept came about during the week. I was doing a one-on-one coaching session, and I mentioned something about nurturing relationships in the profession as soon as you can, nurturing relationships with students in a particular way. And the reason I was talking about that was you never know when you may need these people for employment, whether it's in the future short term or could be in the future long term. But the idea is to start nurturing relationships with people in the profession. And it's all about digging the well before you need the water. If you start digging a well when you're thirsty, more than likely you're going to die of thirst before that well is ever done. So if you're struggling to find staff, if you've got no staff and you're desperately seeking a podiatrist, if you start looking when you're desperately looking for one, it's already too late. You've probably almost already died of thirst, or you will take the first person that comes along because you're super desperate. So the idea is to nurture relationships with people in the profession that one day may or may not work with you, but it's just maintaining those relationships. Thing is, you got to plan, you're going to be in this career for a long period of time. Now, I graduated in 1988, so it's like 33 years ago, and I'm still here. There's a lot of people that I graduated with who are not here. Now, the other part of digging the well before you need it, it's also got to do with your education. If there's parts of podiatry you feel that you could improve upon, start learning it now. You don't want to wait until a patient comes into your clinic, presents with something, and you're sitting there scratching your head going, geez, I don't know this. I really, really should know this. Now I'm embarrassed about even asking for help because I should know this. So if there's any areas in podiatry that you feel that you're lacking, dive in, start learning more. Dig the well before you need the water. Start nurturing relationships. Dig the well before you need the water. It just goes on and on. Over the years, when I first started podiatry, I would say I kept to myself a lot in that first 10 years, probably first 15 years. It wasn't until the last 15 years that I started developing relationships more with people in the profession. Now that I'm doing more business coaching, it's those relationships I've built in the last 15 years that have sort of been very beneficial. But I wish I had done it in the first 15 years. I think it could have been even more helpful. But even just relationships I've built outside of podiatry. I know right now that if all of a sudden, if I ever got in financial trouble, there's enough people that I've built really good relationships with that if I said to them, I need $100,000, I know there's people there that would just give it to me. And of course, then I'm going to pay it back as well. But I bet there's other people out there who are listening to this now. If you went to a group of people and said, I need $100,000, who would give it to you? Have you thought about, geez, I don't know anyone that would give it to me. Why wouldn't they give it to you? Have you not built this relationship and trust with them? And it's no different to people in life. And when I first heard this concept, it all came about when I was listening to a podcast by Jordan Harbinger. And this was a couple of years ago. And he was talking about how a lot of people in business and in life will keep to themselves, might be a bit of a narcissist. They're never helpful. They never help anybody. But then all of a sudden they'll either get themselves in financial trouble, personal trouble, just some sort of dramas going in their life. And all of a sudden when they reach out, I need help, there's nobody there to help them because they've never built those relationships. So take note, dig the well before you need the water. If you start digging it when you're thirsty, you're probably going to die of thirst. So build the relationships in your podiatry career and in your life now. So no matter what happens in the future, whatever trouble you get yourself into, whether it's business or personal, there's going to be people there who'll be willing to help you. Hope you get something from that. Talk to you later. Bye.